Washington House, George Washington House here in Greater Washington on C Street. See my neighbors, Tabler, Mr. Wallace. This is the Tabler Wallace Chadwick Lawyers Administration Officer across the street. Our next door neighbor on the fence line, you can see. The George Washington House. As you can see, it's pretty much repainted. It says it's repainted, it was scraped and repainted so they can have it presentable. Since they got the vaccinations issued out in September, October, November, December, January, February, and March, and due to that process, people that fell off and got sick for that duration, this place got sprayed. And the trees and also the paint's been scraped on the side of the building and repainted to the same particle that was scraped off the house, and with the same mix. Now remember, George Washington House is always updated. This is number 42 on C Street. Now this is a barbecue. This is stir-fried. Dipped in hot grease. High temperatures, 300, 500 degree, and dipped in, marinated, and this is batter. This is a chicken batter, recipe chicken batter, Kentucky Fried Chicken batter, and it dipped in and marinated with, it's marinated and then fried and then put outside, and grease is taken off it and squeezed grease out of it with napkins and stuff, and it is a fresh chicken nugget. And this is couldn't beat KFC, couldn't beat the original recipe out of the George Washington House. Eating this fresh chicken from George Washington, original foundation, the bed, the services from George Washington, the original foundation here. Recipe. And the Powerade products, Powerade sports drink, also the water program, Propel water, berry water, watermelon fountain, also Signature, and also water. Generated from water, fresh water from the well, and also from the ships. Now these ships carry water and services, and the water softener carries for hard water, purities for the waters, which is H2O, original water. Mr. Donald Trump and Ivanka Mumu Trump, Ganja Trump, administration office, and that's Mr. Melinda Trump, Donald Trump, and Ivanka here at International Airport here in Moses Lake. Also getting him a Red Lion penthouse presidential suite, Davenport Hotel, and also the Marriott member, which is me. The house and also the penthouse, the Red Lion, which is properly done here in Columbia Center Boulevard, U.S. Bank of America. Deposit query of $35 million in account, and also the API rate of it sitting collecting, becoming a active member for your credit cards, your MasterCards, credit cards. That's Andy Miller at CO Benton, Washington. That's live in the prosecutor's office also. Services they provide. George Washington House, which is these services they provide, since they are moderated by the Andy Miller at CO Washington Bar Association, and also Jim Cooney Malpractice, and that's John Cooney Law Firm in Indiana, on Washington Street in Indiana, 300 block. And also Jay Felice's office in Othello, Washington on Main Street, across from the Columbia Library, and the regional library here in Ephrata, Washington. Across the street is the courthouse. Dano, Garth, and also Jennifer from the office across the street. They carry services and Outlook services, of course, to a different perspective. As you can see their perspective in here in Ephrata, Washington. We're going to have get this Equal Opportunity Office. This is your WI summary program. This is Director of Civil Rights, U.S. Department of Labor, 200 Construction Avenue. Room N 41234, Washington, D.C. 20210. Electronic directed CRC, www.do.gov, CRC. Dave at school. This is Local Opportunity Officer Dave Services at the these are equal opportunity notice. Equal opportunity is a law against individuals in the United States, race, color, religion, including pregnancy, childbirth, and related medical conditions, sex, stereotyping, transgender status, gender identity, national origin, including limited English proficiency, political affiliation, beliefs against bigotry, appliance and pursuit programs for initially assist in Title I Forced Innovation Opportunity Act, basis individual system, state citizenship participation, WIOA, Title Financial Assisting Program Activity. Deciding admitting that the access of WIOA, Title Financial Assistance Program Activity, providing up to treating persons with regard to such program activity, make an employment decision and administrate it in connection with such programs of activity. Federal assistance must take responsible steps to ensure communication with individuals, communication with others, means upon request of cost individual recipients required to provide appropriate auxiliary aids. If you're a financially assisted program or activity might be a complaint with 180 days alleging violation either receive equal opportunity of. This Director of Civil Rights Center, CRC, U.S. Department of Labor, 200 Constitution Avenue North, room N4123, Washington, D.C., zip code is 20210, or electronic directed to crc.web. This file complaint recipient must either be a recipient issues written notice of final action, and then also the Civil Rights Center. CRC is being the must file CRC complaints within 30 days, 9 days deadline. In words, or within 120 days, the day of the file complaint. Recipient does not write a notice of action. You got your file service, your information regarding hearing. You got the date of notice, notice against whom you're hearing, the date of time, the place for hearing, the statement of alleged violations, the decision of appeal process, the Works Career Development Decision, Employment Security Department, P.O. Box 9046, Olympia, Washington, 98507. Skills Source Equal Opportunity Employer provide employment training service, auxiliary aids and services available for Washington Telecommunication Relayed Service 711 or 1-800-833-6384. Now this is the George Washington. These portfolio and documentations are. We got the Max is selling dental records here. Mr. Felix Barela. This I was crossing the street, and when I crossed the street, see, I was officers attacking me in many ways in the services, taking their handcuffs and using their weapons, handcuffing me in one hand and making stories up. And I have no warrants or outstanding warrants, but arresting people for no reason for crossing the street. And I'm at Andy Miller's office in auxiliary services and having copies of the Max is selling copies of the documents of the wire teeth and upper and lower. See, I got, of course, the upper and lower. Those surgical maxillofacial professionals do surgery on the upper and lower with the steel rebar that's going all the way from the up and top, and a wire that goes into the molars straight into the roots of the jaw, upper and lower jaw. That'd be Crawford's office in Kennewick, Washington. Now Crawford's office, that's now it's maxillofacial oral maxillofacial surgeon office. And there's information on the neck, the back neck, the head, and also the upper and lower molars, and the head of the heads of the top ends of the molars, and the caps on the services. This is a good example of the Kennewick Man in many ways. And of course, the Kennewick Man was pulled out of Columbia Park with machetes, hose, landscape equipment, and brushes and services. And that's all this is services from Dano Law Firm parking lot on Broadway, running coming from Stratford Road from I-90 Oil Rig Company. Andy Miller's building is 7112 West Okanine Place. We got the Toyota 2015 Tundra. VIN numbers JTKN3D UXA022, and then we got Toyota Sequoia 4-wheel drive 0.7 liter Platinum. VIN numbers 52DD Y5G18ES. We also got the Toyota Prius, and that's VIN numbers VTD ZT37A7A74522. And we also got 2010 Toyota Prius JTD KN3D UXA0222. 2002 Toyota Echo, VIN numbers JTD BT1223202260. That's for Kush, Kamar, Katrina, Nandar, Kandar, Mandeep car. And a 2016 Jeep Wrangler 4-wheel drive, VIN numbers 1C4HJWDG2G. 2006 Jeep Wrangler. And they also got Jasmine Karnar, Rami Pretkar Nahar, Rami Pretkar Nahar, Ajmer Singh Nijjar, Punjab Kandar Nahar, Punjab Kandar Nahar. This $10,000 retainer, which is federal courthouse, that's Andy Miller's office, prosecutor's office. These beautiful teeth with no cavities, assessments on CBHA, but needs to be done surgery done immediately here at CBHA in Othello, Washington. Some more, some shots. Of course, there's no cavities on these shots, of course, but we can definitely do some upgrading. And so that maxillofacial surgeon is fixing of course, the right molar, the right bicep, also the left molar and the left bicep, the 21 and 22, number 22, and also the sit cavity. It's actually, it's not a cavity, it just needs to be repaired because of the shots that need to be done on number 22, and see if there's any surgery, what kind of surgery is going to be presuming on that position for maxillin. Of course, you're going to do a blood test, and that blood test, you're going to have this blood test sent to work source and have Andy Miller's office for shows awesome blood. No diseases, no venereal diseases, no AIDS, no gonorrhea, clap, no. Of course, the virus. And the virus is definitely not in my results in my services. My protein, my alternate phosphate, and also the fulvic acid, and also the dose service. There's no lethal dose or service into the blood. Mainframe here at the let's go Moses Lake Police Department, case numbers 12ML09496. Moses Lake Police Department. That's the case number for Moses Lake Police Department, 411 South Boston, 401 South Boston. These head injuries, of course. And these head injuries are front. And so we're going to have some dental work done. So the union services they got going on. We got a union. And this union has the services for the agencies that you pay for your insurance coverage. Of course, the leg. That leg is totally exposed. Hamstring, the kneecap. Just like when a police officer attacked me at Olson's property at 610 1st Street. Eric D. Olson, 509-488-5651. City Hall in Othello is 509-488-5686. And also the administration office that on Broadway, Dano Garth Law Firm. So that's Broadway on Division, on the crosswalk. So that's Broadway and Division. There it is. Mr. Tabler Wallace next door with the $10,000 in his account from Cimaron 5. I see Ajmer Singh Nijjar, of course. At the administration office, Cimaron 5 Sunset Acres and Sunny Farms. And also the farm bill that's been paid in 18 years in advance. This positioning and drama, the injuries, the mass injuries, and the services being attacked by an officer. I have no warrants, I have 7 warrants for my arrest. And plus, I got therapy. I go to Gold's Gym. I'm swimming, exercising, and Mr. Wallace Gym, and they got the vehicle, the SUV 4-door Trailblazer by Stephanie Swanberg, Maine. We got the license plate number. That's 78ZZUC. That's 78Z. No, I'm sorry. 782. Which is, what is that license plate number? Yeah, 782 ZUC. That's received by DHCPS office. December 3rd, 2019. January, February, March, April, June, July. That's pretty accurate to my teeth. So you have the upscale of injuries is standing up with all the skin that's ripped off the hamstring, the tendons, the hamstrings, the outer end of the hamstrings, inside the hamstrings, the bone, all the way to the bone, and all the way to the skin, and all outside the skin. There's layers of skin, of course, to get that covers the bone areas, into the bone and the tissue, and the knee damage, just like when the officer likes run over a crosswalk, and the pedestrian that's right away is a crosswalk, especially in downtown Moses Lake and Dana Law Firm building, and also the Walker's Furniture building right there. And that you got to be at terminal position, elevate the leg up so the blood flow circulates and make sure there's no internal bleeding badly. See if you have any stool samples, of course, because of the vehicle running you over on the crosswalk on Broadway Division in Moses Lake, Washington. That's Judith Warnick, and Dent, the Senate office, Patty Murray and Mary Cantwell office there. So some resting up to do some therapy at the Gold's Gym, and also the training facilities they got available for cardiovascular program. All that damage. Now the damage to this house is repainting now. Spackling, scraping, painting. This is McKinnon. Oh, this is McKinnon Law Firm. We got McKinnon Law Firm, which is McKinnon Law Firm. Professional Service Corporation, 704 East Avenue, East Olive Avenue. That's East Olive Avenue, Mosaic 98837. Phone number is 509-765-4451. Honorable K. Carol J. Adams County District Court, 425 East Main Street, the one. Washington State versus Felix Barela, and that's Carol J. BENZEL. See. So we got the court document. We got Mr. McKinnon Law Firm. We got the DHCPS office in Moses Lake, and we're gonna have this service updated to the T here at the George Washington House. The T here at George Washington House. This is George Washington House coming live. We're gonna have Ajmer Singh Nijjar come on, and also Fabian and Andy Miller, and also the administration office, the Bravo military base. I run an exercise, I do therapy in the Gold's Gym, Queensgate, Richland, Kennewick, Eli, 395s, also Denny's, Carl's Jr.'s, and also the Starbucks parking lot. Gold's Gym, and this facility is carrying out some professional services here at the George Washington House. Look at the update services they got on the G5, AT&T, Sprint, T-Mobile, Smart Talk, and also Motorola, and also all the services are being activated and downloaded on G5. And that's Donald Trump, and Social Security 8131. This is this beautiful house here at George Washington House, and my neighbors, of course, Secretary of Staff members that work here and reside here. And we have this all downloaded. Archive position.